Good morning, mathematicians. Today we are looking at parallelograms. So first let's discuss what makes a parallelogram. A parallelogram is named a parallelogram because it has two pairs of parallel sides. So the top and the bottom are parallel, and the way we show in the diagram that they're parallel is with a little arrow. And the left side and the right side are also parallel. And just a reminder, what we mean by parallel is that if we were to extend these lines forever, they would never intersect. So you see there the top and the bottom being parallel, the left and the right side are parallel to each other as well. Okay, now cool thing about a parallelogram, when we're talking about finding the area, if we wanted to shift things around, so if we wanted to cut off a triangle on this side here and move it to the other side, we would have a rectangle. So the area that a parallelogram takes up is the same that a rectangle would take up with similar dimensions. So to find the area of a parallelogram, we just do base times height. So unlike triangles where we divide by 2, there's no dividing by 2. It's just base times height. So let's look at a few examples. Example 1, we have this parallelogram. We have the base is 10, the height is 7 inches, and once again, if we're unsure, we look for this right angle. That's going to connect our base with our height. So area equals base times height. Area equals 10 inches times 7 inches. So the area is 70 square inches. Pretty straightforward. Example 2. Okay, here they give us some extra information. So once again, we look for that right angle. It's going to connect our base, which is 10, to our height, which is 4. Now this extra 10, that's also the base, but we don't need two 10s, we only need to use one. And this 6.5 over here, the slant height, we're not going to be using that. So area equals base times height. Area equals 10 centimeters times 4 centimeters. The area equals 40 square centimeters. Once again, it's just a straightforward multiplication problem. We just need to decide what not to use. Example 3. We find that right angle. It connects our base with our height. Everything else we don't need to find the area. This 5.2 and this 5.2 we don't need. Area equals BH. Area equals 5.6 miles times 3.9 miles. We could do this by hand. If you want to pull out a calculator for this, you are welcome to as well. And we get that the area is 21 and 84 hundredths square miles. This time they put the height inside of the parallelogram. In the other examples, they put the height outside the parallelogram. It doesn't matter where they put the height. That dotted line with the right angle is the height no matter where they put it. This time, it's like they turned the parallelogram on its side, but it's still a parallelogram. We find the right angle. That's going to connect our base. Once again, the base doesn't have to be on the bottom, to our height. So base is 8 inches, the height is 6 inches. This 8 we don't need, this 7.2 we don't need. Area equals 8 inches times 6 inches. So the area is 48 square inches. And that's all we have for today. So once again, to review, parallelograms. Two pairs of parallel sides. And the area is just like finding the area of a rectangle. We just multiply base times height. You just have to figure out which is the base, which is the height. The way we do that is you got to find that right angle. Once you find that right angle, that connects your base and your height. Thank you, and good luck with today's assignment.